Hey friends, so I figured I would make a quick video. I'm actually supposed to be going in the house, but while I was sitting here, I figured I might as well make a video and give you guys an update because a couple things went on this week. So my last video, I was telling you guys, I think my last video was around like May 20th or something, and I was telling you guys that my not marriage counselor, oh my god, I'm tripping, my mortgage counselor, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop the drink, y'all, because I'm thirsty. My mortgage counselor said that she was going to get prepared to send me off to the underwriter, right? Because she thought that I was in good shape. So I know that she sent my rental verification and my employment verification to my employer and my apartment complex. So she had to wait till that came back. So she ended up sending my application in on June 1st. So that was last Monday, right? So I got the text message that has been submitted, and I'm like, okay, cool. And like I told you guys, I was signed up for the Achieve the Dream event this weekend as well on June 6th. So I'm like, okay. So it was Friday, and I'm like, okay, well maybe they haven't done it yet. I'll just figure it out on Saturday. So lo and behold, I ended up getting a text on Friday that says that I was not qualified and that there was conditions, right? So I was like, okay. So I went online and I looked at the conditions and I didn't know what the heck they were talking about, right? So I was just like, okay, this is confusing. So I ended up, emailing my mortgage counselor, not thinking that she was going to email me back because I knew it was Friday. I knew that she was probably participating in the Achieve the Dream event. So I'm like, okay, she's probably not going to email me back. So I just said like, okay, hey, I know you're probably not going to email me back. I got this information about the conditions, but I'm not sure what they mean. Can you let me know whenever you get a chance? So it was funny because as soon as I hit send, I saw an email from her, and she basically was like, "Okay, we got conditions from the underwriter, but it shouldn't be anything major. So yeah, I'm gonna, let you know what you need, and then just get those things completed." So the conditions, it was only 4 conditions, and they would seem, when she broke them down, they were pretty simplistic. So they needed my voter registration. I wasn't sure that I didn't know that I was supposed to upload that. I knew that I had to be registered to vote, but I didn't know they needed proof. So I was able to actually go on the Can I Vote website, and I was able to just print off something. It wasn't my actual voter registration card, but it was just like something that said my name and said that I was an active voter. Then they asked for information about all my deposits or something like that. So I had to pretty much write 3 letters. I talked about all my one-time deposits within the past 3 months. So that was probably the most time-consuming thing. But they didn't ask for my withdrawals, and I was like debating, like, okay, should I put my withdrawals on here? Because I feel like eventually they're gonna ask for it, but I didn't because I was being lazy. So I did 3 letters about my deposits within the past 3 months, and I had like pretty much a lot of them. They also asked about information about my student loans and was asking like for information about how much I pay monthly. And there was one more thing that was pretty simple too. Oh, they needed my W-2 from 2018 from one of my jobs. So I'm like, okay, let me hurry up and get these things done because I want to get these things done so that when I go to the Achieve the Dream event the next day, I can, be good. I could be Gucci and I can get approved. So I was like number 479. I don't know if that was my exact number, but I was in the higher 400s. So I'm sitting around waiting all day, like not doing anything because I'm like, people told me that, it goes pretty fast. The event started at 8 and I didn't get a call until 3, and it wasn't really a call. They emailed me and told me to join this meeting. And the meeting was pretty good. It went by really fast. It only took about maybe 50 minutes. And the guy pretty much just put up all my stuff and then was able to help me work through those things that I had issues with. And then he ended up submitting me again to the underwriter yesterday. So I'm like, okay, perfect. So by the time we finished, it was 4 o'clock, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I hope to hear back from the underwriter. So I was waiting. 8 o'clock came, 10 o'clock came, and I'm like, okay. So I actually posted in that group I told you guys about on Facebook and asked like, okay, if I don't hear from the underwriters today, when will I hear from them? And they pretty much just said sometimes you hear from them the next day. So I'm like, cool. So today is Sunday, and I'm like, okay, just going about my day, living my best life or whatever. And I hadn't heard from anybody. And then just recently, probably around 12:30, I got a text message again that said, that I was not approved and that there was more conditions. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, this guy, the counselor I was talking to, he was making it sound like I was Gucci. He was making it sound like I'm all okay. He was like, okay, you seem like you're good. You're you seem like you have it together. It's probably really just about like what the amounts you actually get approved for. So I had actually found out that I was not I don't know, it wasn't approved, but it was like he said something about like the amount that I qualify for, like just based off of what he sees was like up to 1,500 a month. And I live in New York, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I didn't think that I would even qualify for that much. And I definitely don't want no mortgage that's $1,500. I'm gonna be real, I only pay like $750 right now. So I wouldn't want to go twice the times as much as I pay right now. But I have seen a lot of homes that I really, really like, and I think that we could afford that have been around the $1,200, $1,100 range. And I was just happy to kind of know that I potentially might qualify for something around that price. So I'm back to my story. So I got the conditions. I was driving around, but when I stopped a little bit, I was able to look at them, and it kind of got me frustrated. It probably, you know what, it probably seems a lot more complicated than what it is, but it definitely was like 5 more conditions when I only had 4 the first time. And they were all like conditions that seemed like mad detail. Like the first time I got conditions, it was like 1 sentence lines. These conditions had like, it was 5 conditions with 5 different paragraphs of things that I needed to do. And most of the things like were related to my household members, so my husband, and asking for stuff from him. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. And I think the reason it is coming from, because I know the guy was telling me yesterday that they want me to save a certain amount, and then if I don't, I should save that amount, and then if I don't, they consider like my household member and like what he brings in. So maybe that's why they're asking for all this stuff from him, just to make sure that whatever debt he has, that he can cover himself, and it's not something that I'm paying for as well. But it was kind of frustrating. It's like, gosh, like, I only have 4 conditions. How y'all come up with more conditions than what y'all originally gave me? And it's probably because somebody else is looking at it and they're putting all these different factors together. So I'm not mad, but it was just kind of like, dang, like, so I don't know. I emailed my mortgage counselor. I know that she's probably at the Achieve the Dream event. And from what I heard, they're all off on Monday. So maybe I won't hear back from her from Tuesday. And maybe when I do hear back from her, maybe I'll feel a little bit more better. I feel like it's not, that complicated, or that what I have to turn in is not that difficult. But it was somewhat frustrating because it's just like, okay, like I'm thinking I'm about to get approved, and then here come more conditions. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to stick with it because I do see an end in sight, but I'm just like, Lord, after I finish turning these in, are you going to be good, or you're going to ask me for something else? And I know honestly, it's probably worth it. And because, with Naca, you don't have any closing costs, you don't have all these random fees and stuff. So I'm appreciative of that. And I know that to buy a house is not going to be simple. And for me to expect it to be simple, is just very naive. So I definitely understand that, but it's just like frustrating to feel like you're kind of getting closer and then you have a setback. And then they were talking about something about one of my loan payments. I don't even know what they're talking. Honestly, I don't know. So that's why I need to talk to my mortgage counselor so she can break it down to me, because it was like, was one of your payments late? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think I had a late payment within the past year, but hopefully not, because I think that sets you back too. It's just mad stuff. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Whoever reviewed my account yesterday or today was mad detailed, because they were doing a lot. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, because that is something different that has happened within the past 2-3 weeks or something. And a lot of stuff happened within this week because I was approved and sent, and not approved, I was sent to the underwriter, blah 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 blah. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. Maybe when I hear back from my mortgage counselor, I'll do another video just to kind of give you guys an update, or maybe after I finish all the qualifications they want me to do, I'll let you guys know so that you guys know where I stand. But I guess I'm happy to be at the point where they're at least submitting me. And then I guess that once I finish everything, hopefully I can be approved. So we'll see where we're at. And I'll keep you guys updated. But as always, continue praying for me in this process and in this journey. We're hoping to be in somewhere by maybe September, October. Definitely before the winter time, because we live in New York, and moving in the winter time with snow just doesn't seem like something I want to do. But we're also trying to, just move in God's timing and not be in a rush. I know before I was hoping to move somewhere by June and July. And now I'm just like, okay, we're month to month, we're fine where we're at. We only have to get 30 days notice. And, I'm just thankful for the journey, and I'm trying to be patient. But I definitely wanted to provide you guys with the update, because y'all already know, it's not that many videos out there, and a lot of the videos are somewhat old. So it's just really, really nice to be able to hear somebody who's currently going through the process and can kind of understand where you guys are going from. So continue to pray for me as I pray for you guys, and I hope you have a blessed Sunday. Deuces.